Get the estimate.
Okay.
Get the estimate. We get the call, hey, I've got damage. I don't have any ability to walk you through this process until we know the number. I need to know what we're dealing with. Like in your instance, with the window, like how much is it going to cost to fix that thing?
I have to know.
And when you say get the estimate, you're relying on the client, your client, to speak with someone and say...
A professional, hopefully licensed, bonded, and insured.
Let's use the Green Tree Run example.
Green Tree Run.
I called someone and said, hey, come on out here. How much does it cost to repair this major issue that my insurance company needs to make good on?
I need to have a check in the system. Can you give me a repair?
Where's my $175?
Yeah.
So you say get the estimate. What if they say, I don't know anyone?
Okay.
Then what do you do to help?
Ask someone. Call someone.
Okay. Do you recommend people? Or
I do in times. Yeah.
Can you recommend people?
I can.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to check.
I said, listen, I don't have an affiliation, but I've had other clients use these people. They're pretty good. They've done good work for other people that we know.
Connecting.
Yep.
Welcome to the podcast dedicated to real estate, insurance, and building your business. Join us as we take you along our own business building journeys with additional wisdom from our network of local and national experts. Welcome to Bricks and Risk.
This episode is brought to you by Property Management Redefined. PMR is not just managing properties, they're creating partnerships that build long-term success for property owners. John and his team can be reached at manage@gopmr.com or by phone 267-753-6005. Tim.
Yes, Sean.
Who's a good client for PMR?
Property Management Redefined is looking for property owners who value three things: accountability, reliability, and a results-driven approach. They want to maximize returns, but still provide client and tenant satisfaction.
There's a lot of property managers out there.
Yes, there are.
What does PMR do really well?
Biggest thing is they're seamless and they're worry-free. So with that approach in mind, it allows the property owner to put their trust in PMR and know that the results will be there. The other thing I think a property owner is really going to value, because they do it so well, is that they have a local expert team, boots on the ground, managing your properties and your tenants' expectations every day so that you feel good about your investments.
We have millions of listeners out there.
Tens of millions.
If they want more information, how do they find PMR?
Right here, guys. Reach out to John Sachs and his team at Property Management Redefined. We'll take good care of you. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bricks and Risk. I'm Timothy Michael Garrity.
And I'm Sean Mooney. This is a serious podcast.
Yeah, we're not cutting that. We're going with it. All right. So
let's try that again.
What are we talking about today, man?
Today, we are going to discuss a response. There was a post on LinkedIn that we found, I found.
You found. This is part of the Nothing Doc, which has since turned into Nothingness, the Saga.
The Saga.
Yep.
Nothing divided by nothing.
That's what it's actually called.
Nothing divided by nothing.
Yeah.
Equals nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But something that it was on my feed, caught my eye, and it was basically the gist of the post. So it was like a PSA.
Yeah.
From an attorney.
Was it an attorney or was it someone else in insurance?
Attorney.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who posted out and said, the gist of the post was, hey, there's a lot of scuttlebutt out there about insurance and claims and filing claims, and don't listen to them. Don't listen to anybody that's telling you anything other than you have a claim, you file the claim, you file the claim, you file the claim.
It's kind of like in the movie Signs.
Yep.
M. Night Shyamalan, where he just says, swing away. Just swing away.
Right.
File away.
File away.
Okay. So he's saying file away. Anything.
Doesn't matter.
And everything.
Screw it.
You got a nail pop.
Screw it.
and your general contractor, your painter said, it's a service call, spackle, paint, 2 trips, I got to let it dry. That's going to be $500 or that's going to be $800. It's probably more $1,500 in today's world.
Yep.
File away.
File away.
Swing away.
Swing away.
Okay. So his point was file.
Yeah.
Now, again, that's one person's opinion.
Correct.
It's not someone who's even in insurance, which I did not know. I thought it was someone in insurance. So what we're doing for this one, folks, is we have a couple questions that were actually points in this person's post that I'm going to ask Mr. Sean P. Mooney here, and I'm going to get his take on what he thinks about his points that he was so vehemently making.
Yeah.
Okay? Point number 1. The financial benefit of filing a claim typically outweighs any potential premium increase. Agree or disagree?
The financial benefit of filing a claim typically outweighs any potential premium increase.
Don't overthink it, Mr. Glass Half Empty.
I would say in that circumstance, I would agree.
Okay. Why do you agree with that?
So if you think about it on the spectrum, so I'm only talking about...
This is like more, he's talking more in like broad. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So generally, if you have a claim, you're going to have damage. More times than not, it's going to be significant damage. And that damage, let's call it just $10,000, is going to outweigh more than what your premium is going to increase year over year.
Gotcha.
So in that vacuum of a statement, that one I would agree with.
Okay. So you agree with number 1. Any parts of it that are like a little gray?
Yeah, I mean, so...
What would be the gray
so
matter
outside
in that
of that would be, we get calls all the time. Hey, I found some shingles in my backyard. Okay, is that claim worthy? Could be. It might not be. It might be you pay, like you're an example, you might pay the roofer, go back up there, put a couple shingles back, and you're good to go. So in those instances where there's claims that are of higher value, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of calls. There's a lot. I mean, as a homeowner, how many times does something occur in your home where there's something that causes some damage and you fix it for, under $1,000?
Do you know what's funny? So this is before you and I were working together.
Yeah.
So you had probably just gotten into insurance. Maybe you're in insurance like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm probably 25. Okay. I bought my first condo, Green Tree Run, shout out. And there was a roof leak. Now, Green Tree Run was a condo.
Correct.
So basically what that means from an ownership standpoint is that if the roof is leaking, the homeowners association, the HOA, the condo association is responsible for repairing the roof because they own that.
Right.
I don't own that. But what happened because of that, it started staining on the ceiling, or maybe you get paint starting to peel, and maybe it's like the drywall starting to move a little bit. And you're like, oh, what do I do? I should file an insurance claim.
Yes.
And I remember this, again, I'm probably like 25. I don't know anything. There is no real internet source to check this stuff. You're just learning through life. You definitely can't chat GPT it. And I don't have Mooney yet. So I remember like filing a claim, and I think they actually like made a claim of it. I think they actually said, oh yeah, because I think back then my deductible was maybe like $250, something like that.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, yeah, this is going to be probably about $500-600. You're going to not get $250, and then we're going to pay $250 or $300 to help you kills and hammer the nail back in and put paint on it.
Yeah.
And I remember doing this.
Yeah.
And like in today's world,
yeah,
if you got something like that, people be like, what, are you crazy? Why would you? Now, again,
it's actually a good example to use firsthand by having that, because these things do happen. You do have these little instances around the house just by way of being a homeowner that will occur, that pop up, that you're going to have some damage. And then it becomes a question as to, is it claim worthy or not?
Yeah. I remember it's just like, even back then, I'm like, well, isn't that why I have insurance?
Yeah.
That if I have any kind of damage to my home, they're supposed to help me with it.
We have people that come to us and they have 6 homeowner claims.
They're like, my fridge stinks. Can you give me some baking soda?
Yeah.
So I can open it, put it in it?
Yeah. So the vast majority are, minor, moderate things that would not outweigh the increase. But
okay. All right, let's get to point number 2.
yeah.
If your insurer raises your rates, you can shop around.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree?
Agree. 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Why do you agree?
So, especially over the last few years, we've seen increases. And so, well within your right to, shop around. We do that for our clients. What I would say is where we see the trap in all of this is that your rate goes up, call someone, call them online, call an agent that's, not an independent agent. And they sell you this policy and this coverage without explaining like all of the
how it works,
additional details. They just want the deal.
Yep.
They want the
lock
policy.
you up, want you to commit to them.
Yep.
Dump your current carrier.
Yep.
Come over to the dark side.
Yeah. And what they may not tell people is what's included in that process of, we're going to come out, we're going to do a home inspection. Mm-hmm. We're going to get eyes on your property so that we're going to look for any hazards that might be there. And if we decide that the hazard we don't like it, we're going to cancel you.
Mm-hmm.
The other part of it too is we see a lot is they come out, they do an inspection. We actually had one yesterday where we wrote a condo association down the shore, and they went out and did a like what I would call like an appraisal. Okay. To verify, okay, you wrote this policy for $1 million of dwelling coverage to rebuild that association. We think it's $1.6 million.
Gotcha.
So the homeowner might say, oh, I'm going to call out, I'm going to get a quote and then insure my house for $500,000. They come out, do the inspection, and now you thought you were saving $400 a year. They say, no, you're not. We have to insure that for $750,000.
Right. Now
it could be even more than what you were paying, previously.
Yep.
So
that's the trap.
The inspections with the hazards, so let's say they come out and say, oh, we don't like these sidewalks. You got to fix these sidewalks. And now you're out $2,000 to fix sidewalks. Now are you ahead?
Right.
Right. So there are these traps that if you look to move your insurance and sign up with an online company, they don't care. They don't care if you cancel tomorrow. They don't care if the inspection goes through.
It's all about numbers and conversion.
Yep. So the trap is, what I would say is trying to avoid those traps that are out there that may not have been communicated to you up front.
Yeah, and one thing you have also provided like caution, or let's just call it like cautionary advice on.
Yep.
Is someone thinking they can save a couple bucks somewhere else, which is what shopping around is.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with the act of shopping around. Everyone should shop around for everything that they have, just so they can understand what their options are.
Yeah.
You want to save a couple bucks here, you don't care about the coverage or whatever. You want to take the risk, of course, shop around.
Yeah.
Like, no worries.
Yep.
But you had made the example of like, be careful when you shop around. Because if you shop around and you do the example that you just gave, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to save you $50 a month, $100 a month. You're like, this is great.
Yeah.
That's like $600 a year, $1,200 a year. Awesome. That's even better than I thought. Not only did I not like my insurance with Mooney, now I get to save $600 or $1,200 with XYZ. And then they go to do it, and then they're like, oh yeah, we can't save you 600 or 1200. We actually have to add 600 in either repairs and or the cost of the premium itself, because we just realized that your home's not in as good a shape as we thought it was.
Yeah.
Or this is a liability or that's a liability. It's like you go to sell your car. You go to sell your car and they're like, yeah, we could probably give you like $5K for that. We could give you $15K. And then you bring it in, they're like, well, I can't give you $5K. You got a dent on your door.
Yeah.
I can give you like $4.
Yeah.
And you're like, the F you can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that it's like you fall into, and now you're here and now you're buying the car and now your husband or your wife's like, yo, what are we doing? We need to get this car. Like, just take it.
Yeah.
Just do it. And this is what happens.
It's similar. And like, think of this scenario too. We've seen it pop up where they go to do an inspection and say, oh, you have a pool.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a pool now.
I do have a pool.
Yeah. With that ledge that you could throw.
What did they call that?
I don't know, but it's sick.
They had like a name for it.
Dude, Mooney just got this pool. It's got this ledge where it's like, I don't know, 4 inches of water. And it's got an umbrella stand. So you can throw an umbrella in there, throw 2 beach chairs on it, and sit in your pool.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not great for swimming around, but it's pretty awesome for sitting in your pool.
I need to talk to a contractor about the price to fill it in.
To fill in the
pool. just to see.
Sounds about right.
That cost.
Yeah.
So yes, you could totally, like I talked before, is like the lack of frontline underwriting, right? So like if the person writing your policy isn't aware of different things, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have a pool, I say, you have a pool. Yeah. Oh, well, do you have a locked fence? No. Ineligible. We're done. We're out.
Right.
So like,
because someone can just run in and drown.
So now you're scrambling. So now you have now you moved your insurance. You signed up with this new insurance. You made a down payment. Mm-hmm. You contacted the mortgage company to tell them, hey, we're moving this insurance, and now you have to do that whole process all over again.
Hey everyone, this is Tim, your favorite Bricks and Risk co-host. But don't tell Sean. I hope you're enjoying this episode, and I'll get right back to it in a moment. Our audience grows through word of mouth, so if you would please take a moment of your time and give us a review on the platform you're on, that would be fantastic. Please also help spread the BNR word by sharing your favorite episode with a friend. We greatly appreciate your time and trust. Now, back to the show.
The beauty of working with an independent agent like us, like any other independent agent out there, is that we have different carriers, multiple carriers, so that if company A takes an increase, we can then scour our other carriers to see who might be out there a better fit. But we also know the guidelines, the underwriting, the inspections. We know that process, and we're totally transparent about it with everybody in terms of, okay, if we do this and we move, this is what you can expect as part of the process.
Yeah, I remember one thing, I don't want to get too off track here, but one thing you said before that I've always found like really interesting about insurance that I never knew until we started doing the show was you had said sometimes, whether it's a independent, well, it can't be an independent, what they call the captive.
Exclusive,
like a big box insurance.
Yep.
So exclusive, captive, big box insurance company just says, we want some more market share.
Yep.
So we're going to lower our premiums to the general public in a postcard, in an email, on an online crawler, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Our rates look like they're less than everyone around here because we just want to write more policies.
Yeah.
And we want to bring them into our ecosystem. And then what happens is like, we'll gradually take rate from there. Next year, the following year. And it's like, hopefully they don't leave.
Yep.
It's interesting that companies do that. So try and think about it too. Just because someone's got a lower premium doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be your carrier for years to come.
Yeah.
Because they might be more of the mindset, I just brought you in temporarily. This is a 1-year deal. As soon as your policy renews, welcome to reality.
Yeah.
Which is like really interesting.
Yeah. And I think from the perspective or the point of view from this person who's the attorney who made these statements, it's of course, the attorney is going to want to file everything and file every time because that's their perspective and they could potentially have something to gain from that. And it's with me, like, it would actually be better, and I said this before, it would be better for me if you do file that claim in a lot of these instances because then you don't have the ability to go anywhere, right? I'm doing it to your benefit, certainly not my benefit. Right. So if I said, file that claim, if you have $1,000 deductible and you have $1,200, the insurance company pays out $200. Right. And now you have a claim. Now you can't go anywhere. Now you're locked into me for the next 3 years.
Right.
You can't go anywhere.
Right.
And certainly not save money.
That's too funny.
So the advice that I'm giving these people is not to my benefit at all. It's really to their benefit exclusively, only.
Yep. So. Interesting. Good points.
Yep.
All right, here's number 3. Don't be afraid to use the policy you've paid into for years. It keeps the system in check. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Why do you disagree with that?
It's nonsense. It's
Why?
such a non-statement.
It's not like Social Security?
So what system are you keeping in check by filing a claim? It doesn't even exist.
Is it saying is his or her point saying keep the insurance companies honest? I don't understand where that point even comes from.
Here's what I'll say. I don't care about a system. I don't care about an insurance company. I don't care about anything else.
Yep.
The only thing I care about is what is in the best interest of my client. That's all I care about.
Which is situational.
Is this better for you or is this worse for you?
Yep.
And that's the decision, and that's kind of the guiding principle that I'm going to use when discussing a claim with a client.
Why do you think someone would agree with that? Like, what would be the mindset or the thinking?
Because it's like the system, the insurance companies
just go with it.
Are all in cahoots, And if you don't if you don't file claims, then
they all have mustaches and go like this.
Yeah. It's collusion, and they're all going to benefit if nobody files claims. And it's a red herring, It's just like, it's just not applicable. It's
almost like conspiracy.
Of sorts, I would say.
Tinfoil hat?
Well, it's like, how does Jim Smith's policy and his claim have anything to do with a system?
It doesn't.
Right. So that's, in the first 2, I agree. On number 3, I'd say I disagree.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, we got our top 3, but it's not Timmy G. It's Shawnee P.
Shawnee P on the backup.
Shawnee P.
Drug-free.
Top 3. What's number 1?
Oh, that was Donnie. Was that Donnie? No, that was Marky Mark, right?
Yes, it was. It was Good Vibrations, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's a great
Look
song.
at that. Just heard a couple words I already knew.
Great song.
Keep going. It's a John Garrity favorite, by the way.
Marky Mark is one of Johnny G's
Good Vibrations.
Oh.
Top jam.
Really?
Top 90s jam. No. Totally. He's
Wow.
put that John on.
No.
Oh yeah.
For real?
For real.
Wow.
Shout out to Johnny G.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It is a good one. Yeah.
It's like, that's how he gets down.
Johnny G, who knew? All right. Tip number 1.
Yep.
Get the estimate.
Okay.
Get the estimate.
So explain that.
Get the estimate.
Besides the no.
So here's what happens.
No.
Get the estimate. We get the call, hey, I've got damage. I don't have any ability to walk you through this process until we know the numbers.
Right.
I need to know what we're dealing with. Like in your instance with the window,
right.
How much is it going to cost to fix that thing?
And when you say get the estimate, you're relying on the client, your client, to speak with someone, and say,
a professional.
Let's use
hopefully licensed, bonded, and insured.
Let's use the Green Tree Run example.
Green Tree Run.
I called someone and said, hey, come on out here. How much does it cost to repair this major issue?
Yeah.
That my insurance company needs to make good on.
I need to have a check in the system. Can you give me a repair?
Where's my $175?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, I don't want to go too off track. So you say get the estimate. What if they say, I don't know anyone?
Okay.
Then what do you do to help?
Ask someone. Call someone.
Okay. Do you recommend people? Or
I do in times. Yeah.
Can you recommend people?
I can.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to check.
I say, listen, I don't have an affiliation, but I've had other clients use these people. They're pretty good. They've done good work for other people that we know.
Connecting.
Yep. So in order for you to have a good understanding of it being worthwhile or not, and me, whether, here's what I tell people. Because there's sometimes we'll get like a claim notice and we won't even have to talk to the client. They'll just call it in. And we see sometimes, they have a $2,000 deductible and it's $1,000 worth of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have a claim on their record and they're getting zero.
Right.
So
right.
So you did the wrong thing there.
Right.
Now you're penalizing yourself by putting that claim in, and you're netting nothing.
That's the negative side of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get the estimate so that you can be aware of sizing up to get the estimate to see how much damage is there, how much it's going to cost. Once you have an idea of the cost to repair, then you can look at all of the different factors.
You have the number.
Yep.
They can call you. This is what I got. Sean, what do you think of that? And then you can say what you just said.
Yep.
Don't do that because of this.
Yes.
This could be your consequence.
Yes.
I mean, nothing's 100% guaranteed, but it's a very, very high likelihood that this will happen.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. What's numero deuce?
Tip 2. First, you get the estimate, and then the next is to call your agent. I'm going to stress to say, if you've got...
Even if they're big box?
Yes.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Your agent's going to have the best now.
Nothing against big box.
No. I'm not... It's not relevant who you're insured. These tips don't apply to who you're with.
Correct.
So talk to your agent. And then more times than not, if it's a trustworthy, if it's a reliable agent that you have your insurance with, they're going to try to size up your claim and hopefully tell you what is in your best interest, how to move forward based on the information, the estimate that you have.
Okay.
So they're able to review, they're able to look at your policy to give you an indication if it will be covered, right? Okay, yeah, there's a good chance that'll be covered.
Yep.
Okay, what's the damage? What's your deductible? And what are we looking at? What it could potentially be on an increase down the road at renewal?
Well, a trustworthy agent is advising.
Correct.
They're trying to tell you based on the situation and based on the estimate.
Yep.
This is what I would suggest.
Yeah.
Or this is let me give you the information and then you tell me which way you want to go.
Yep.
Maybe you still want to do it.
We've had that.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had people where we've literally told them like 2 or 3 times, like, hey, it's probably not worth it. Right. Okay. And then they call again like the next year and this damage, probably not worth it. Okay. You know what? I didn't do it those last 2 times. I'm putting the claim in this time. I said, okay.
3 times the charm.
Whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you my advice. I tell people, I talk to you and I try to give you the information to make the best informed decision. And I tell you it like I'm telling my mother if I'm talking to my mother about that same situation. Mm-hmm. It's just what it is.
Okay.
So if you got someone you trust as an agent, talk to them. Hopefully they steer you in the right direction as to what you should do in that scenario, given the damage.
This is very similar in real estate too. If you don't have someone you trust, find someone that you feel like you can. Now, that could be done through just talking with multiple people. You're like, no, I've always wanted to work with this person. Let me give this person a call now. So having an advocate, having an advisor is huge.
Yep.
What's numero trace?
Look at the policy, the coverage, everything from 360 degrees, right? Don't just have the damage, call in and you say, okay, what's my deductible? Oh, it's $1,000 deductible. Oh, okay. Well, I have $1,300 in damage. So my damage is more than my deductible.
You owe me $300.
Right. You have to look at it from 360 degrees in that you have to look at what the damage is. You have to look at the deductible. You have to have an understanding of, if you file this claim, what is it going to do at renewal? How is the carrier going to respond to you? Because a lot of times, we got one the other day, they paid out on a claim, did a drone, and said, hey, mister, we paid you out on this claim for this roof. You didn't fix the roof, right?
Yep.
So you have to have an understanding of how the carrier is going to respond initially with the claim and then at renewal down the road, right? And how that is going to impact you going forward trying to find new insurance if you do decide at some point that you want to look for new insurance.
So there are consequences.
Yes.
Unforeseen.
Yes.
Just like consequences when you drive your car and you get in an accident.
Correct.
Which I have. And then
multiple
a few months later, you get into like another little accident. And then a year after that, there's a hailstorm and your car's sitting in the driveway.
Another claim.
And it's all banged up. And there are consequences.
Yeah, there are.
That I have recently gotten past.
Yes.
So I will tell you folks firsthand, be careful with your claims.
It's not being careful. It's being
don't get
informed.
Don't get in car accidents.
And don't get in car accidents. But being informed to make the best decision for you. And by our friend, the LinkedIn poster, his take is always file the claim. And I would argue that
not so simple. It's
not that easy. And a lot of times on the smaller claims, I would argue, you live in Philly, you got a car parked on the street, right? Someone takes off your side mirror, right?
Yep, happens. I mean, Philly's got tiny streets.
Is it covered by your insurance company? Absolutely. Is it the best case to like put that claim in and then a year later have another claim for someone just trying to park and just dents up the back? You got to pick and choose because at some point you have a collection of claims. It's going to be detrimental to you.
Do you know what I would do in that instance? I would go down to the corner store and get some bazooka gum and chew 2 to 3 pieces at the same time until you got a nice little ball.
I got a good one.
Throw that into the spot where your mirror came out of. See what happens.
It's a good tip.
And the gum is still tasty.
I was driving at my old office. We parked underneath the like an overhang on the building, and they had these like concrete columns. Ran in, ran out. On the side of the car I was pulling out, I cut it too tight, and I was so mad at myself. I was like, I'm not putting a claim in. I'm gonna figure this out. So I literally,
you're like, I'm going Uncle Eddie style.
There's a Russian car parts guy over in like Falls Town. No, not Falls Township.
Like Bucks County?
Yeah.
Somewhere
like
in Bucks
Trevose.
County. Okay.
Out that way.
Somewhere in Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And I searched all over. So I call him up. I'm like, yo, this is my car, 2015 Honda Accord or whatever. And I was like, do you have any doors that are blue? And he's like, oh, yeah.
He's like, bring it to me.
Come on over. And I was like, oh, cool. So I go over and you pull in and there's like this little lot and there's like a window that you go up to and you're like, so.
This color blue?
Sketchy. So I was like, I give them my VIN number because it tracks by VIN. So
they're looking at you as a scrap metal opportunity.
I don't know what they were looking at. So I walk in. Here, oh, yeah. Ivan will come get you and take you. And I was like, what? So then.
Does Ivan like caracaras too?
So, yeah, he does. I walk out in the parking lot. This truck comes screaming around the corner.
Oh, wow.
He's like, get in. I'm like,
whoa, dude.
I'm like, what? He's like, get in. You need a door? I'll take you. I'm like, okay. I get in. Dude, He pulls out of the driveway, rips down this street, and it's like a car parts graveyard that they own. And you pull in, and there's just racks and racks and racks and like acres of car parts. Engines, doors, bumpers, you name it.
Like every color, every shape and size.
You pull up, and he's got like the manifest, and he's like, all right, aisle 1, second tier, third
Get
slot.
out of here.
So I'm like, okay. I walk up, and it's like all messed up. It's like mangled. And he's like, what do you think? And I was like,
This looks worse than my door.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to
Why
work.
am I here, Ivan?
He's like, I was like, I don't know if that's going to work. And he's like, get in. And I'm like, what? We looked at 5 doors. I finally got one. I bought a door for like $150 or something.
So did they put it on?
He didn't put it on, no. So I had to go take it to a collision shop. And I'm like, yo, I got this door. Can you just...
You roll up.
You buff this out.
You got this door in your trunk. You're like, you know where I got this. Can you?
I swear to God. But it was the lengths
that's a great story.
The lengths that I took to like not have that claim because I was so pissed at myself that I didn't want.
Oh, that's a great story. All right. Shut this one down.
All right, everyone. bricksandrisk@gmail.com. That's our email.
Make sure you email or text Ivan directly. So that he doesn't just watch, he also subscribes.
Yes. bricksandrisk@gmail.com. Get us on the email. Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. We're on Spotify. All the audio networks. Facebook, Instagram. Get us on there on the DM. LinkedIn. Great community we have going there. You can send us a note and a message in there if you'd like. Reach out, and if we see you come through, we'll get a comment. We'll put it up on the next episode.
That's all we have for this one, folks. Thank you for tuning in again to another episode of Bricks and Risk. See you next week. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Bricks and Risk. Our goal is that you walk away with 1 or 2 valuable nuggets, and we greatly appreciate you sharing your time with us today. You can find all BNR episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and anywhere else you get your podcast content. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.